Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Thank our ancestors, McDan's has fallen. He only came to cheat Adam. Adam chief Jubilates. Oh my God. His name is Daniel Macaulay. Dr. Daniel Macaulay, a.k.a. McDan. We have told the story of McDan over and over. All the controversies. If you are hearing about McDan for the very first time, he's a businessman. If you are hearing about McDan for the first time, he's also a philanthropist. Many people say he's also a politician. In fact, he's been made chief in the northern region of Ghana by the Yana himself. And he's been engaged in a lot of philanthropic activities in the area. Many think he's using philanthropy just to seal his many wrongdoings. Is he a criminal? No, he's not. Has he been to jail before? No. Has he been convicted as a criminal before? No. So who is this man here called Daniel Macaulay? Do you know him? Come here. Come here. Run the dossier and watch this as we talk about McDan. Who is he? Oh, Lord God have mercy. My brother, my sister, his name is Daniel Macaulay. Dr. Daniel Macaulay, popularly known as McDan, is one of Ghana's most prominent business magnates, billionaires, and philanthropists. He is the founder and executive chairman of the McDan Group of Companies, a diversified Ghanaian conglomerate. His life is widely celebrated in Ghana as a classic grass to grace story. That's the story McDan tells every time. He used to sell kerosene, he used to sell this on the street, and now he's blessed and is fabulously rich. He's seen as one of the richest people in Ghana. He was born on the 16th of June in Labadi, Accra. Macaulay grew up in a large family facing severe financial constraints to survive and fund his education. He worked as a kerosene street hawker, a driver's mate, and a construction laborer. Now, he gained admission to the University of Ghana, but dropped out because he could not afford tuition. He went back to school 15 years later. Did you hear that? 15 years later. Now he holds a BSc, Bachelor of Science degree, and an executive MBA from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA, and an honorary doctorate from the London Business School. This is McDan, from his own electrochem company. Now, Macaulay founded the McDan Shipping Company in November 1999. Now, starting as a one-man venture, it grew into the McDan Group, which spans logistics, aviation, private security, agribusiness, construction, and mining. This is McDan. He's called Daniel Macaulay. He established Ghana's first and only fixed base operator, FBO, private jet terminal at the Kotoka International Airport, then now the Accra International Airport, after we cut off the name of a villain called Kotoka. Now the shipping group connects to over 2,400 ports. That was what the shipping group did and is still in there doing things. Now through Electrochem Ghana Limited, he controls Africa's largest mine concession. Did you hear that? And this is where I am interested in. The whole story is centered around here. Hey, through Electrochem Ghana Limited, he controls what? Africa's largest salt mine concession. 41,000 acres at Adasongo Lagoon. It's a mystic lagoon. As we speak right now, the whole lagoon is full after several years of not being too full. Hey, he actively structures cross-border partnerships such as signing trade MOUs with Kenya to facilitate continental shipping under the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfTA. As I told you, He's a crazy philanthropist. His philanthropic wing funds entrepreneurship, challenges, health facilities, and constructs schools across rural communities. He's into youth advocacy. He has won numerous business accolades, including greatest entrepreneur of all time. Hey. At the 2024 Ghana Entrepreneur and Corporate Executive Awards. For some time now, some of these awards have been seen as a conduit pipe to making money and nothing more. It has nothing to do with merit. Some of these awards, most influential entrepreneur of all time at the 2025 EFG Awards. A lot of these awards, as long as you can pay, they will give you awards that show that you are even greater than God. Just pay, they give it to you. Useless awards all over. And I'm not saying these awards McDan picked are useless. No. But a lot of them now, Ghanaians are beginning to load these awards. They don't mean anything to the average Ghanaian right now. My brother, my sister, this is the story of McDan. Now, from yesterday it came out. Videos started coming out. Court cards were all over the place. Watch this. GRA locks up McDan's Electrochem at Songo. Over 8.6 million tax debt. 2 million paid upfront. Given 7 days to settle balance. Oh my God. He owes how much? 8.6 million. He was able to pay 2 million. Begging. Please, I'll pay. We've given you too much time. We've been talking to you all this while. No. Please take 2 million. Okay, we've given you 7 days to settle the rest. But they started locking up the place. That's it. GRA locks McDan Group's Electrochem. Yes, that's them. Locking up the place. My brother, my sister, the frontage of the business. Oh my God. And this is not the first time McDan is going through this humiliation. Even at the airport, his private jet was closed down for non-payment of bills. They had to pack his equipment out in some haulage trucks and chase him out of the place. No matter what the chief said, no, McDan will never be allowed in there until the right thing was done. And for the airport authorities, this was the final straw that broke the she-camel's back. McDan had been defaulting. And for them, this was terrible. McDan must go. Is McDan that broke? Or what is the problem? Many people attach him to the NPP. In the days of the NPP, he was a very powerful guy. What did the NPP do for him that the NDC is not able to? Is it that bad? Did the NPP close a blind eye to his taxes? Did they turn a deaf ear to his tax stories? Did they turn a blind eye to his tax evasions? Or what really happened? I can't understand it. Or businesses are no longer coming to him. Is McDan falling on bad days? From one trouble to the other. Workers at Songo are demonstrating every now and then that they are not being paid. And as you were told, 41,000 acres. And he acquired this so controversially. It brought issues. Guns were fired. People died to protect Songo against McDan. But McDan succeeded in getting Songo. And that's the beautiful salt from this natural lagoon. And that is the mainstay of the people in the area. They believe McDan was stealing their salt, stealing their livelihoods. But the government actually signed and leased the whole consignment to McDan. And here you see some of the chiefs there standing with some people working with Electrochem. Now the chiefs in the area are divided over the electrochem team. Some have said that McDan bribed some of the chiefs into getting in there, some of who have regretted right now. My brother, my sister, I have followed this story extensively and documented it. This is salt. Electrochem has had its frontage closed, given 7 days to pay 6.6 million. What happened? He's already paid 2 million. He's left with 6.6 million. We decided to get in contact with some of the chiefs of Adan to find out how they feel about this. Employment is going to go down. And to our surprise, some of the chiefs were actually jubilating that McDan has fallen. And they will explain to us why. We start with Nene Mailu, that the bomb and Nim the second. He is the chief of Toflopo. Watch this.
I may say it's a good news. It's a good news because whatever the man is saying is just deceiving people, throwing dust to people's eye. He has nothing good for us. Because from the beginning, if you see the brutalities and everything that he's doing, you see that no, he's just coming to throw dust to the eyes of the Adans. Because if you say you are coming to work or to create jobs for people of Adan, how come will you use force or brutalize the same people you wanted to help? The same thing that applies to the workers. He's not paying them the monies. These monies that he's owing now. Those are the monies he's supposed to invest into the work. But he's using the money to buy people, to buy chiefs in Adan, people who knows well or who are to talk about his dealings. He was able to board them all. So all Adan became silent. And he has the way to do whatever he's doing. So I may say it's a good news. It's a great, we have been praying. We have been praying to our ancestors, the gods of our land. We have been praying because we have sacred places where we go to pray. As he came, he did not respect all those things. He destroyed everything, even cemeteries where our ancestors lie. He destroyed everything. So this is how they will show him that they are in Adam before he came. Yes. Where is the money he's spreading to people? Where is that money? That he was not able to pay the tax which he's supposed to pay. Where are those monies? So we have been praying. That is what we have been praying for. The gods to expose him. And that is what happened now.
Are you
Yes.
worried about the unemployment this is going to cause, the number of people who are going to be thrown out of electrochem? Are you bothered about that?
The unemployment he said he's creating is deceitful because he does not give any permanent work to people. He will employ you today. I don't know the terms of conditions concerning labor and other things, but I know they said if you are employed by 6 months time, you have to be permanent. But if he employ you, you know that the time is due for him to make you put my permanent so that you can pay your social security and other things, he will just throw you off, employ a different person. So what he's doing is not employment. It's not employment. He just came to cheat us because he know that there's no work here. So anything he does, nobody will know what he's doing.
Nene Mailo that the bomb Enim the second. He's the chief of Toflopo. Right there in the Adan area. Now we spoke to his brother, who is also a chief, the chief of Salo. And his name is Nene that the bomb Enim the second. Nene that the bomb Enim the second. And he has something different to say. What did he say? Watch this.
In fact, I saw the whole thing on the Facebook. I at least expected that that closure from GRA could happen, but it has happened. We all thought he is doing well, meeting all his requirements as is expected of him, but we at least expected this. And we are praying that the needful should be done, either from him or from any other party that is involved. For some few months now, the harassment up and down, brutalizing the indigents up and down has subsided, but we don't know which of the plans he's advancing. And we've been seeing from his own workers who have been staging demonstrations against him up and down. So with the treatment of the people in and around him, I don't think it's very encouraging. And we are all praying that he should be restrained to Electrochem Ghana Limited, the small concession given to him, so that the indigenous people will also have their peace of mind and work in the actual Songo Lagoon for their livelihood. For one, I'm not jubilating because, Ghana government is also owing, and it could possibly owe. So once it's owing, if you should go and clear it now, if you're not coming back to come and work, we are all praying that the needful should be done. If you are jubilating over your enemies downfall, you don't know what may befall you tomorrow. So personally, I'm not jubilating. I'm only praying that whichever amount is owing the state, he should pay. If he pays, Ghana will develop. If he don't pay and the place is closed, then it means that the money is going to be in arrears, and we don't know when and where he's going to pay. Personally, I'm not jubilating at all.
His name is Nene Dadibom Enim the second, the chief of Salom, right there inside Adan. Now he made a point. He said, I am not jubilating, because if I start to jubilate now, it means that McDan's is not returning to pay this money. If he pays the money to help Ghana develop, and if he doesn't return, who is going to pay that money? He must come and pay the money. But my prayer is that he will be restricted to only Electrochem and not spread his wings all over all the 41,000 acres of salt land. My brother, my sister, 24-hour economy, employment. This is the biggest salt mine in the whole of Africa. Has he been given enough tax holiday? Is McDan's business being supported properly? The people of Adan are angry with him. A lot of them don't want to hear his name. They think that he tricked them into this salt thing. Those who used to support him don't support him any longer. Violence. People have lost their lives because of this Songo Electrochem issue. For some time now, the whole thing had died down. Only workers came out time after time to demonstrate for non-payment of salaries. Has McDan's hit flat on bad days? Is the government supporting Electrochem to be able to carry on its duties and at least help with the unemployment issues in Ghana? Or is McDan's just terrible and bad that he likes to evade tax. This is not the first time we are seeing McDan's businesses being closed down. As for the airport, they said it's the final one. He's never returning to the airport. They have chased him away for non-payment of bills. Will this be the end of Electrochem? I don't think so. It's only 6.6 million. So the whole McDan group of companies, the aviation is now shut down. The oil, the blah, 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 blah. They couldn't pay 8 million as taxes. And is the biggest salt mine in the whole of Africa. It's ridiculous. How much is 8.6 million Ghana cedis that such a huge conglomerate cannot afford? 8.6 million Ghana cedis is an equivalent of about 860,000 American dollars. A conglomerate that is into mining, aviation, and other businesses cannot afford that. Then what kind of business is McDan doing? Or is it just bad timing for McDan? Is he managing some other debts? Or is he being sabotaged? Or is he sabotaging himself? Or he's made too many enemies around him? Because McDan has always been seen as a rich guy. One of the richest men we have in Ghana. And if 8.6 million Ghana cedis will be a problem, then I can imagine what McDan Group is going through. He's been a fine gentleman, quite controversial. Our prayer is that he comes back onto the right footing and then he rises again from the dust. And he's used to that kind of life. He started off as a bode boy, Kejetia boy, just like me, struggling on the streets to be able to feed and pay his fees. And he made it allegedly. Apparently, if he's gone back there or near to that, which is not even the case now, he should be able to spring up.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.